Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Imagine Dignity podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? Terrence here. Right now, I'm sitting with my friend. What's your name, bro?
Sam.
Sam?
Mm-hmm. Sam Glenn.
Sam Glenn. It's nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, too.
Brother, you really touched me this morning. One of the reasons why you touched me is because you were standing on the corner. We're not too far away from where you were standing, and you asked me for a quarter. I was like, a quarter? What you gonna do with a quarter? Why did you ask me for a quarter, and why did you say it was meant for you to see me this morning?
Oh, sometimes it be like you can see somebody and you need something, and God has made a way for you to run to somebody to talk to this so they can help you. You
know what struck me about you? Like, you were really respectful. And I asked you a question. I said, you know, do you ever get mistreated out here? And you said, yeah.
Yeah.
How do people mistreat you?
Call you all kind of names, this and that. You need to do better than your life than that. How I'm doing better in my life? You got some weed behind your ear. You know, stuff like that. Try to down you and put you down, trying to embarrass you and throw you up on the bus.
People will talk down to you.
Yeah, they'll down you. And don't care how they do. They'll try to embarrass you in front of everybody, make everybody laugh.
Well, I want to talk a little bit more about that, man, because you know, I've interviewed a lot of people who may be unhoused or impoverished, and they say, like, when people say derogatory things, sometimes it impacts them. It can hurt your feelings.
Yeah, it can. It all depends on what you say to them.
Do you feel like
I feel like you ain't got to say it. The only thing I do is tell me yes or no. I can't do it. You ain't got to go out of the way and call me no motherfucking get a job and this and that. I got feelings just like you got. Everybody got feelings.
Right.
Treat me the way I want to be treated.
Right.
You know? It's a way to talk to anybody.
That's right. Yeah, like you're a human being.
Yeah, just like you. I bleed like you. I eat like you. I wake up like you. I'm the same color as you.
Man, you were talking a little earlier about, you know, just what you've been learning, being like unhoused. What are some of the things that you've learned?
I learned how to keep my mind focused and learn how to be in control of it and learn how to not get so evil and mad about how I'm gonna do it, what I'm gonna do this day, who I'm gonna get this from, how I'm gonna do this and how I'm gonna do that. I stick on one page from now on. Trust in God and believe that you're gonna do it and He'll get it.
You talk a lot about God, and you know, most times people will say if a person is unhoused or poor, like maybe they have some moral issues or they don't have no faith in God, but it seems like you have a lot of faith.
I love God. If it weren't for Him, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be here talking to you right now.
You really believe that?
I really believe that.
Why is that?
If I want to ask somebody something, I look at your face and I get a sign saying, a feeling saying that go talk to that person. He's been sent here to talk to you.
You really believe that?
I really believe. Every time I do it, don't never fail me.
Yeah.
So I asked a man about 3 weeks ago. He was just looking at me, talking to me. He told me I'd be right back. Man, Winston gave me $50. I said, why you give me that for? He said, it was meant for me to run into you. You got a nice personality. Like you just said, you talk about God so much. Do you love God? Yeah, I love him. He said, that's what hit me, struck me right there.
Yeah. You do really seem like you have a good heart, man.
Yeah, I do.
And, but also hear in your voice, like, you can be misunderstood sometimes.
You know, I be trying to talk to some folks sometimes, you know, they take it one way and run with it. How do you know what I'm trying to tell you just to get some change? Have you been in my shoes? How you live my shoes? How you live my life? No.
Yeah. Man, you told me something a little personal before we got on camera.
Come about my mama.
If you feel comfortable
with
sharing.
I don't feel comfortable saying. I said it.
I want to let you know, man, like, the reason why that that touched me so much is because earlier this year I lost my dad, and you know, I miss him.
Yeah.
And you told me, like, you just lost your mom. How many weeks ago?
4 weeks ago.
How's that impacted you?
Real bad. Hated me so bad. And see, my mama, she had sugar diabetes. They started by cutting her legs off. Then they cut her breasts off. Then she went to stroke and died in my arms. That great heart problem. They said she went to a stroke during surgery.
Oh, wow.
She can see you, but she can't. She can hear you. She can see and hear you, but she can't talk to you. She did wake up for a minute when the stroke. She just died. Fell in my arm and died. And man, that's a terrible, that's a feeling you cannot get rid of when somebody die in your arms.
Yeah, and you, man, I'm so sorry to hear that your mom passed, and you know, my condolences.
Thank you.
But you seem like you really loved your mom, man.
I did. I used to put my mom from. We stayed right down here off of Martin Luther King, down about Ashford train station.
And you miss your mom.
I miss my mom, most definitely.
Yeah, when you lost your mom, it sounds like you were working, but then you started taking care of your mom.
Yeah, I had to, because I wasn't nobody else doing it.
And then, would you say, like, taking care of your mom, you had to stop working?
Yeah, I had to.
Why?
Because I had to take her to the bathroom. She couldn't get to the bathroom, so I had to pick up, put her in the tomahawk and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that, you know. Whoever was going to do it, nobody. If I wouldn't do it, how she going to get to the toilet?
Right. So, you haven't been unhoused a long time. How'd you become unhoused?
After she had passed.
Man, you sound like you have so much to say.
Yeah, in a little bit of time.
In a little bit of time. Yeah. Why do you have so much to say?
It's just stuff that built up in me and balled up into me. It'll take a week for me. It'll take about 2 or 3 weeks for me to talk to you about all that.
Yeah. Is it hard to find spaces to, like, talk it out and release?
I release it every now and then. I get to myself.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Start crying to myself.
Really?
Thinking about my mama, you know.
Yeah.
I get in the house, go to her room, just sit in the corner and just start crying.
Yeah, you miss her a lot.
That's how much I miss my mama.
Yeah, man. What's one of the most powerful lessons your mom has taught you?
Don't cuss nobody. It's a way to talk to folks. And one thing you ever do, if you ever done something to somebody, don't never forget no face.
So it sounds like your mom was like a person of respect.
Yeah, she was real religious too, and honest too, you know.
And honest. Yeah,
she was.
Yeah. If people who are watching this are to see this, what would you want them to know about a person who may be unhoused or almost unhoused? How should people
react to it
or treat?
Don't treat no different than you will. Treat them equal. Don't down them just because they're sleeping outside because they're homeless.
Yeah.
They ain't no right to touch nobody. If you want to tell somebody something like that, put them to the side and talk to them. They're just trying to put, like I said again, throw them up on the bus and embarrass somebody. Before you talk about somebody, think about what's in your closet.
You said before you talk down to somebody, you need to think about what's going on in your own life.
Yeah.
I think that's really powerful, man, because most times people will judge someone based on their outer appearance, right?
And they don't look on the inside of them.
Yeah. What makes you laugh, man?
Shit, you.
Well, to me today, man, you know the things I learned from you. One, before you walk up to a person, like you really process in your mind, is it safe for me to talk to this person? Because people can be disrespectful. Two, you taught me that, you know, sometimes it's hard to express yourself because it's like really hard to connect with people and express things, especially those things that you're going through, and you do that alone. And three, man, you know, you never know who you're gonna meet.
And who watching you.
That's
right.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
No problem, man.
Terrence here. Right now, I am in the West End, and I don't know, I guess I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I had 2 conversations today that were really, I don't know, heartfelt. They impacted me deeply. The first person I talked to was my brother Sam, and he was just sharing with me anything from being mistreated to when he's out here asking for money, to the loss of his mother here recently and how he's been able to process that. The thing that stood out to me about Sam is that when you're out here and you're on the streets, like, it's hard to find people to talk to. I know we talk about mental health and having access to clinicians, but there are many people, you know, in the city of Atlanta, but all across the country, that are in impoverished environments that don't have access for people to talk to, you know. And it reminded me of how much of a gift it is just to have someone to process things with, to talk through about your struggles. And he even said it, you know, he's carrying a lot based on the loss of his mom and what that really means for him. Imagine Dignity Podcast is a podcast that is about giving people space to process, to speak, to share their voices in ways that poverty and homelessness does not afford them to.